Hello, hi everyone. My name is Denise Walsh. I am a Black Diamond leader here with It Works, and I'm in my car. I'm about to go pick up my son from school, and it is a beautiful, it's like, what is it? Let me see. 66 degrees. It feels like spring right now in Michigan in February. So I'm gonna pick him up a bit early, and we are gonna go play outside. But before we do that, I wanted to connect with you because I have been working, I just quote unquote leads all day. So I've got a bunch of people who've requested information about either the wrap or the business. And honestly, most of my day is spent following up. Like, I follow up until I am blue in the face. Hey, Genesis, welcome. Thanks for popping on. I follow up like crazy. I call, I Facebook message, I friend them on Facebook, I message them, and then I can do a voice thing on Messenger, and then I'll do a text as well, just because you never know their best mode of communication. So when I'm sitting down and following up and providing good customer service to the people that have requested information about the wrap or the business, I do a little bit of everything. And again, you never know how they like to communicate, so I try to do a little bit of everything. But what I find, and you guys have to let me know what you think too, what I find is when I'm following up, most of the time people don't have a brain cell for this yet, right? So that means they've just never heard of it before. So I know that the first time I'm reaching out, they're going to go, what is this? How does it work? Is it safe? I don't know. I don't get it. Tell me more, And it really just means that they're creating a brain cell. It's like telling a cowboy about a car, right? And you're saying, okay, cowboy, I know that it took you 3 days to ride a horse to that town before, but what I have here is a car, and you're going to be able to get there in an hour. And they're going to go, what? Is it safe? Does it work? I don't get it. So that is how I kind of expect my first few contacts with my leads to be, where they're just like, tell me more. I don't get it, But some of the objections or fears that I hear, you guys tell me what your most common fear or objection is typically in terms of the business, it's, I don't know that I have enough time. I don't know that I know enough people, and I don't know that I have the money, right? Do you guys have that too? Let me know in the comments what your most heard objection is, right? So those are the ones that I get. And so there's a couple ways that you can handle those objections. Now, first of all, think about your own story. Most of us had those same fears too. And that's all an objection is. It's a fear. It's a fear because we've never done this before. No matter what it is, it's new. And so you've never done it. And that is, there's cautions that come up or fears that come up. So I had the same thing. So I like to say something like, oh my gosh, me too. Me too. I use the feel, felt, found technique. Oh my gosh, me too. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, and this is what I found. So, oh my gosh, me too. I felt the same way, but what I found is that busy people actually have an amazing success with this business because they know how to manage their time. Or they know a lot of people, because they're in and out doing a ton of stuff all day. Or, oh my gosh, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found is that it's not about who you know. It's about who you meet and who they know, Oh my gosh, I felt the same way. I'm totally not a salesperson. But what I found is that once you have a cool story about the product, you're so stinking excited to share it, and people are going to ask you what you're doing. Oh my gosh, me too. What was the other one? Oh, I didn't know if I had the money for this too, but what I've found is that where else can you spend $99 to have an opportunity to make it grow? Most of us spend $99 at Target on accident, or every, Friday on your dinner date or whatever it is, that this is a $99 that can actually truly change your life if you let it. So feel, felt, found. You can also address the specific concern. So you can say something like, is this something you want to problem solve, or Are you really that interested? You know, sometimes people will say an objection just because they don't want to tell you no. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know enough people, but they really mean no, and they're just kind of giving you an excuse. So is that something you want to problem solve? Is that something you want to work through? Let's talk about your time. Let's talk about your schedule. Let's talk about when you can fit this in. Let's talk about the people you know. Let's talk about the list. You know, let's talk about, let's talk about the fear and problem solve it. Sometimes it's the answer, they just really aren't interested, but they don't know how to tell you that, so they'll say an objection. The other thing is to not even address it at all, because to be honest, it's less about the fear that they have, and it's more about they just want to know, can I do it? Can I do it? So whatever the objection is, it doesn't matter. It's just a fear. So we want to pour belief. So what I've started saying now is, what if it does work? What if it does work? What if you can pay off your debt? What if you can take your kids to Disney? Like, instead of what if it doesn't work? What if I can't sell wraps? What if you can? What if I don't know enough people? What if you do? It only takes one, you know? And so pouring belief, you know, I think one of the gifts that I have is that I'm able to see people 3 steps ahead of where they see themselves. So I speak to that person. You know, I don't speak to where they are now. I speak to where I know they can go. So I call that out. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are going to be perfect at this because you're so personable. You're so fun. You're so detailed. You love people. You are competitive. You know, whatever it is, I truly feel like I can say about them. I'm honest and truthful about that, but I get excited because I know whatever their personality is, they really can experience success. So speak to that person 3 steps ahead and pour belief, 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 which means, in a sense, you are kind of ignoring the fear, because sometimes that fear is just something to say. So, okay, I have to tell you this story. I'm in my car right now because I have like that weird half hour before I go get Eli, and I'm like, what do? I will work from my car. So I'm in my car, and it's an Infiniti, and it's a huge car. Like, it kind of feels like a truck sometimes. And so when I was test driving it, I asked the guy, I said, so what's the gas mileage like? And he goes, if you're going to buy this car, you don't care about the gas mileage. And I was like, you're right. I don't really. I just wanted to sound smart. I just wanted to have conversation. I just wanted to ask you. It felt like a question I should ask, you know. And I think sometimes there are, you know, people that we're talking to have those same types of things. They don't quite know what to say or ask, so they're like, maybe I don't know enough. You know, they're just kind of talking to talk. So again, you can certainly address the fear, but what I found is that address the belief. Address the belief. Address the why. Address the, you know, we got you, girl. Like, we have got such an amazing team. We truly do. Like, I believe that to my core. We truly have got systems in place. We have virtual parties where you can plug your people in and learn. We've got opportunity calls. We've got the push task force. We've got corporate events, and we've got so much at your fingertips that I know that when you plug into our system and you do the work, like, you will experience success. Whether it's fast or slow or medium or whatever is all up to you, but the tools are there. So when I pour that type of belief into people, like, you can do this. We've got you, girl. You are going to be taken care of. We are going to be here every step of the way. You know, belief, 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 belief. I find that lessens the fear, because often the fear is just something to talk about. It's just something to, you know, it's kind of like saying, so how much gas mileage does this really huge truck have? And they're like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, trust the belief, trust the why. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Pour on the belief in the company, belief in them, belief in the wrap, like, to share success stories within your team. There's so many cool things that you can do. That's one reason, you guys, why we love having opportunity calls where we highlight different people. Because a different story is going to relate to someone, and the success leaves clues. Success is an identity process, meaning you yourself and your prospects or your leads need to feel like, oh my gosh, if they can do it, I can do it. You know, I feel like part of my job, every time I get on a Zoom with a team, or I'm on a call with a prospect or a lead or a new distributor, is to flip the switch of like, I can do this. Because for me, those were the huge aha moments I had in my business, is when I realized I can do this. And oh my gosh, I'm good at this. And oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, I can do this. That is really what catapulted me to the next level, is when I grew in that belief. So I feel like it's my job to help other people have that flip of the switch, where they come alive inside. They have that spark and that fire back in their eyes, and they're like, I can do this, and it's worth it, and this is going to be so much fun because we've got such an amazing team along the way, like, to run with us and enjoy the journey with, you know? So, any questions or thoughts? This just gets me so excited. Doesn't this make you want to continue the follow-up process? Like, I love following up with people because I know I'm building the relationship. I'm building that belief. I'm helping to kind of create new brain cells. They've never heard of this, so I've got to create these new brain cells and teach them how it comes, you know, teach them how it works and that kind of thing. But it's so fun. Oh, awesome. Yes, getting to events, Maria, or Anna Maria, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Getting to events are huge for building your belief. Absolutely. It's so true. And that's why we have them. So getting your new distributors to events is so huge, because that's, again, where they can build that confidence too. Hear tons of different stories. It's so fun. Okay, so to recap, feel, felt, found. You can certainly address the objection and say, is this something you want to problem solve? Or you can just focus on the belief. We've got you. What if it does work? And you are walking into a well-oiled machine. We've got all the systems you need. We'll teach you everything you need to know. You know, belief, 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 belief. And you are going to be good at this because of who you already are and what you already know. And it's just, all the skills can be taught. So thank you so much, you guys, for popping on. Have an awesome rest of your beautiful day. And tomorrow we have a One Team, One Mission in Grand Rapids. So stay tuned, because we'll probably go live tomorrow night and share some of that with you too. So have a good day. Bye.